What is going on, everybody? This is your boy Lionheart back at you again with another NBA 2K19 video. If you like today's video, definitely feel free to hit that like, subscribe, and that notification bell. Got any comments, suggestions, anything like that, drop them down below in my comments section. But enough with the chit chatter, let's just get back into the video, shall we? And I'm out of here. Peace.
Just a powerful presence in the paint.
And yeah, he's such an efficient scorer, understands the offense, moves without the ball so well. That's why he's top 5 in field goal percentage. Schroeder against Brown. Anthony in the corner. Plumlee dishes to Brown. Just 5 to shoot. Great D that time from Dennis Schroeder. Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. To the paint, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Plumlee. Let's quickly take a look at the standings out west. The season nearly complete. Look at Oklahoma City. Advantage in 1 series. And, of course, New Orleans. They're at the 10th position.
And, you know, for the Pelicans, hanging where they are, right in the middle of the standings, will not make things easy for them down the stretch.
Well, it figures to be a hectic finish to the season as they attempt to lock down a postseason berth. They've got very little margin for error the rest of the way.
Here's Diallo. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wynn.
I could not say it any better, showing you some real focus, taking it inside against the bigger man.
Schroeder against Brown. Got it. Good job in the low post. Brown's got 9 points. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. Diallo kicks it over to Schroeder. 13 feet away. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
That's a good shot. Even though it couldn't find the bottom of the bucket, I like the shot quality.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Burks got his first bucket of the night. For Oklahoma City, their last game was a loss to the Nuggets. There's Diallo. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Passes to Wiley. 6 to shoot. Goes up on the wing. Here's Adams. Poke loose. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. Well, scoring from the wing is a necessity in the NBA, and that tells you a little bit about the value of these guys, the highest scoring small forwards in the league since the All-Star break. The 4th spot held by Paul George.
I mean, tremendously gifted athletically. I mean, we're used to seeing that at that spot on the floor, and they pretty much all give astonishing individual performances on any given night.
Well, we know the small forward spot is where the bulk of the scoring load rests on most teams. I mean, those players on that list always come through in the scoring department. These guys pack a lot of firepower.
And it's Brown missing.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
It's tipped. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Brown's got the ball. Burke can't get it to go. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. And Wiley gets it to go.
Man, this thing is just going back and forth tonight.
Yeah, it's been a seesaw. Positive impact on his team, so I don't have enough time to give you the full.
Great example for New Orleans. Lyle comes in for Mason Plumlee, and it's Holiday in for Carmelo Anthony.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And Insanity picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Grant, he's checked in for Wiley. Adams against Davis. Here's Diallo. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Diallo's got 6.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
George with no one around. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Now it's a 5-point Oklahoma City lead. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
You know, another thing they've done well, guys, this first half is challenge shooters and change shots. A bunch of block shots early.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Johnson comes in for Adams. And Terrence Ferguson subbed in for George. And New Orleans also making a change. Biombo's checked in.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line. Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Pelicans trail by 5. Left side, Brown. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
He has been fantastic this quarter, guys. It's just the kind of effort they need if they're going to continue to trim the lead.
Schroeder passes to Diallo. Back to Schroeder. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. 9 points in the game so far.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Pelicans shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
You know, they've really put themselves behind the 8 ball in so many of their games because they just have not been able to knock down those foul shots.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
It's stolen by Johnson. Ball going up court. And a dunk by Grant.
You know what? When you allow Grant to get close to the rim, you risk seeing him give you a facial right in your grill. I mean, tremendous athleticism from the Syracuse alum.
Brown inside. He's guarded by Schroeder. And there it is for him. 18 points for Insanity.
The shooting percentage is really solid so far, fellas. Good start to this game for him.
Pass to Ferguson. That's in coming off an assist from Johnson. And the Thunder lead by 8.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far. And if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Diallo kicks to Johnson. Oklahoma City moving it around. And it's Schroeder missing.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you should miss.
Schroeder against Brown. Stolen away. Here's Diallo. It's Biombo with the rebound. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds. The Thunder leading by 6. And Biombo came into the league, Clark, as a project, but he can certainly protect the rim when he's on the floor.
Yeah, that's one of his greatest strengths, Kevin. I mean, on a per-minute basis, one of the very best in the league at blocking shots. Excellent timing, and does a nice job with his length, forcing shooters into tough shots. The offense is a work in progress, but he'll always find time on the floor because of his defensive prowess.
Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Brown out there with Holiday. Then it's Anthony Davis. Then it's Plumlee. And it's Anthony in at the 3 slot. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Insanity in their last outing against the Suns was outstanding. He scored 40 points and seemed to be playing in slow motion with a huge number of assists. His dominating performance gave the team exactly what it needed to end the losing streak. And I'm sure he'll be looking to lead him again tonight, Kevin.
David, appreciate the report. He was a one-man show in that game.
And, you know, it'll be interesting to see how much that took out of him. I mean, he'll have a hard time putting up anything even close to those numbers here tonight.
Well, Greg, you know where I'm going. He was a stat sheet stuffer in that game. Did a little bit of everything and did it all well.
Pass to Plumlee. And he banks in the layup. Plumlee's got his 3rd basket of the night.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And Westbrook gets it to go.
and started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Brown against Westbrook. Brown the pass to Davis. Here's Ferguson. No good from outside. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the New Orleans Pelicans. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
Shooting one. And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Clark, you once worked for the Indiana Pacers, vice president, player relations, and really had your fingerprints on a lot of part of that organization. Could you see yourself going back to an NBA front office role?
I don't anticipate that. I love what I do as a broadcaster. I really feel as though I'm right where God wants me to be. Currently had a wonderful tenure with the Pacers, 32 years between playing, broadcasting both radio and television, then 4 years in the VP of Player Relations role. Phenomenal relationships with a number of people, but no, I think that chapter for me is in the rearview mirror.
I speak for everyone playing the game, watching the game. We're glad you're in broadcasting, I'll tell you that.
Thank you, partner.
Good. George has got his second bucket tonight.
When PG-13 is feeling it, he can be an absolute monster from mid-range.
Knocks it loose. Brown kicks to Holiday. Anthony, the pass to Brown. Brown against Westbrook. From deep, George. His shot is good. Scores his third basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%.
Right there, I think you got to try and run George off his spot. I mean, he's a lights-out long-distance shooter and has great confidence.
Brown dishes to Davis. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Adams. And he can't bank that one in. Brown inside. He's covered by Westbrook. Brown against Westbrook. Yep, it goes, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Brown. The Thunder have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the second quarter, a nice efficient 50%. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook. And here's the upcoming schedule for New Orleans. On Monday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Wednesday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the Brooklyn Nets.
And looking at the matchup with the Heat, I think it's going to be an interesting challenge. Even though they expect to come out on top, this could probably be a pick'em game, depending on how they play.
Brown kicks to Anthony. Back to Brown. Just 4 to shoot. Plumlee, solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Now just a 1-point Thunder lead.
And just a nice combination of size and feel there. Terrific finish down low.
The pass to Ferguson. Outside, George. And the 3-ball is good. George has got 11 points.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
The first free throw is good.
Davis is really the total package, a mobile, sharp-shooting big guy who can score from everywhere.
Dennis Schroeder's checked in for the Thunder. And so Anthony Davis nails both of them.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Passes to George. And that's going to be a travel. This group has players swatting away the most shots in the league this month. The shot block leaders. 5th on the list, Anthony Davis.
And guys, as the month has unfolded, his interior defense has gotten better and better.
Come get it, come get it.
On the wing, Brown. He's guarded by Schroeder. Davis finds Plumlee. Outside, Anthony. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Boy, Kevin, he just clanked that one. I mean, surprising because the defense wasn't really in the picture.
Westbrook, no good.
Tell you what, Kevin, they will take that look every time. Limited defense, great shot. Just came up empty. You live with those.
The 19-foot shot connects. The jumper drops. Anthony's got the game tied up here for the Pelicans. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. And following this game, they'll challenge the Grizzlies on the road at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. That one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. Holiday left side. In the corner, it's Plumlee. Brown, the pass to Plumlee. Back to Brown. And they pick up 2. Brown's got 10 points in the quarter.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. Their last encounter was in New Orleans where they
begin tonight.
And the Thunder making a change here. Grant's checked in. New Orleans also making some changes. Biyombo checks in for Mason Plumlee. And it's Burke in for Carmelo Anthony.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Schroeder against Brown. Shoots over Schroeder. And it's Brown missing. Oklahoma City has gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range. Basket counts.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
There's the double team with Westbrook. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And here are the Pelicans now. Davis dishes to Brown.
Who's watching here?
Clock at 6.
Hey, right here.
There's 1:26 left here in the second. And again, New Orleans has no luck. From deep, George. That's Biyombo with the rebound.
Boy, I'm surprised he couldn't put that away. I mean, the defense clearly botched an assignment, leaving him open.
Brown against Schroeder. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And with a quick break in the action, here's some numbers for Westbrook. Averaging about 27 points a game, 7 assists and 8 rebounds. And he brings that offensive firepower to the team. Scoring just comes natural.
And, you know, defenses are throwing everything at him, yet he's still able to put up points. He's really unstoppable.
Amir Johnson's checked in for Oklahoma City. Diallo comes in for Russell Westbrook. Down low, Adams. Kicks it out to Schroeder. The shot. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Like the shot selection. They couldn't cash in with no defense in the area, but still, they'll take that shot every day and for a month of Sunday.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Johnson finds Adams. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Schroeder outside. Buries it from 3-point range. Schroeder's got 18 points in the game.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Here's Grant. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 4 assists now tonight.
And I tell you, I love watching Grant get busy down there. I mean, his impressive leaping ability and his quick release on the shot allow him to score at a high rate down low.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Thunder lead by 3. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. Evenly contested game. You know, insanity has really been making it happen, guys.
And through the first 2 periods, it seemed he got to the paint where he wanted to. Just a slasher's mentality.
Yeah, you know, good things happen when he cuts to the rim, Greg. You cut into the heart of the defense like that, makes things easy.
We've got Diallo. Riley is out there with Paul George. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Adams in at the 5 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. And a terrific bit of chaos there on the replay presented by the Under Armour Hover Havoc.
And, you know, got to admire the patience inside from Davis. Outstanding at staying under control, taking his time, and burying the quality shot.
Diallo kicks to George. Pass to Diallo. He tries for 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Davis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. And it's Brown missing. The Thunder leading by 3. Diallo the pass to White. And that one is hammered home.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Brown kicks to Burke. Back to Brown. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession.
And Steven Adams came into this league at 19, already a physical specimen, and has only gotten stronger. Just a bruising presence down low.
Brown down low. He's covered by Westbrook. Crown. Good.
Despite the play of the team, I think he's had an outstanding game. He's really done well here.
Anthony against George. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. George has got 13. And plenty of bumping and elbowing inside as ever. Steven Adams strong enough, though, to come out on top of that battle.
Yeah, not shy at all about contact. Grew up the youngest of 18 children. He had to hit above his weight for over a decade. Now he's got the upper hand.
Here's Anthony. Brown trying to free himself up.
Well, the quickness of Paul George on defense is something that very few players possess. I think he does a fantastic job rushing guys because of his presence.
Poked away. One-on-one fast break. Brown throws it down hard.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
The Pelicans have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the 3rd. Well, we're into the 3rd quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. For the lead, and it's New Orleans scoring again. As we approach the 4th quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Pass to Wiley. To the wing right side. And Westbrook throws it down.
And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. Once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
Brown against Westbrook. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook. Allen's checked in for New Orleans. Westbrook against Brown. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Davis. Riley with the rebound. Riley's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Shot's good. Hit. Shooting one.
Now here's Brown. He has 40. New Orleans moving it around.
Whose man is that?
That's his 4th foul. I'm sure he recognizes the situation because number 5 would put him in a rough, tough spot.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for New Orleans.
Boy, the points they've produced off their play in the post have been so valuable for them in this game, guys. I mean, it's been a huge part of what they're doing.
Yeah, but also give them credit for the layups they've had tonight after strong drives to the basket.
Here's Grant. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Pelicans leading by 4. Brown inside. He's guarded by Schroeder. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And a quick look at how the Oklahoma City Thunder's schedule is shaping up. They'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Memphis Grizzlies. And then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Kevin Durant and the Golden State Warriors.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
That one's good. The New Orleans lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from George.
At 6'10", George is really capable of dominating inside. I mean, defensively, you need to try to push him out of his comfort zone, get him out of that lane area.
That free throw good from Brown. New Orleans making a switch here. Anthony's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. And the pass to George. Back to Schroeder. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. George has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Brown against Schroeder. Brown the pass to Anthony. And taken away by Johnson. Here's Ferguson. He has 7. Nobody near Schroeder. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Holiday left side. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And now let's take a look at the number of second chance points these teams have had over the last month. These guys never give up on a possession. Number 1, the Thunder.
They have been aggressive underneath. I mean, they're playing with a physicality that you don't often see, and it's led to a lot of second chance points.
George finds Schroeder. The score now all even. Schroeder's got 25 points in the game.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
That one drops for him. Brown's got 46 points.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Schroeder passes to George. Back to Schroeder. Over to the wing. To the inside. Here's Johnson. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Biyombo's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch. And the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Down low. 4 seconds left. Johnson with the block.
Excellent defensive commitment that time from Johnson. He's always there and present.
And we'll be right back after this.
This was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the 4th quarter going. We've got Lyles, Holiday out there with Brown. Then it's Anthony, and it's Biyombo at the 5, roaming the paint. Shots good by Lyles.
And just great offensive execution by both sides, leaving nothing on the table.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Greg, both of these teams completely aligned, in sync right now. I mean, they are torching the Nets late in this ball game.
Brown feeling it out a bit. This is to Biyombo. Just his first attempt. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Tell you what, the bruising strength of Biyombo, effective in drawing contact on the way up.
First free throw is good. No good on the second free throw.
And that one miss shouldn't be too costly because he was able to make it a two-possession game.
And Westbrook gets it to go.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
There's the double team with Westbrook. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Here's Anthony. That one wide left.
That's good offense. The shot didn't go down, but they'll live with that.
And it's Schroeder in the corner. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. And that's now 27 points for Dennis Schroeder. Brown against Westbrook. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Oh, no, you hate to see that. Those are just the kind of errors that can cost you in a game like this.
Steven Adams, he's checked in for Johnson. And New Orleans also making a change. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Bismack Biyombo.
Well, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
It's stolen by Schroeder. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Schroeder leading the charge, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Thunder?
Well, it's been an outstanding game for them in the open court. Their fast break points really stand out.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've gotten out in the transition.
They double him with George. Here's Brown. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. They get Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, Greg. Getting everything he possibly could out of that play. Nicely done.
Outside, George. Schroeder, right side. 6 to shoot. Floats one, and he lays it up and in. Schroeder's got 13 points in the second half.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
They double him with George, and the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And so here is New Orleans, and Plumlee kicks to Holiday. Brown against Westbrook. Brown down low, over Westbrook. That one doesn't go. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. Holiday brings the double team, taken away by Holiday. And New Orleans pushing it up now. And got it! Another basket. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
For Oklahoma City, they've gotten every shot they've taken so far in the fourth quarter to go in. That's 5 in a row to start the quarter. And Insanity picks up a foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Wiley, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And the Pelicans also making a change. Davis is checked in. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Outside, George. 3-pointer. Anthony Davis with the rebound.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
No excuses, no explanations. I mean, got to sink that J from mid-range. Defense wasn't even paying attention to him. Come on, man.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Brown kicks to Holiday. Count it from 12. Holiday's got it all tied up now for New Orleans.
And you're starting to see some tired legs on those defenders as we cut down the stretch here.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, fatigue really a factor. You can see the heavy legs, and that's why he was wide open on that shot. The defender just couldn't get to him. This guy will really make you pay if you leave him enough room outside.
Westbrook against Brown. Anthony in the corner. Brown outside. He kicks it to Carmelo. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 6 assists in the game.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
Passes it to Wiley. Back to Westbrook. Count that one. Westbrook's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
You know, this quarter has been all him, all about him. They're getting it to him in his spots, and he's taking over.
And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession.
Man, you love the effort. Just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
Really?
Well, you think back to a time when people wondered if Westbrook was too aggressive playing with KD. They said Russ was taking too many shots. No questions anymore. Westbrook is the man in OKC.
And for Westbrook, winning the MVP and averaging a triple-double for an entire season. Greg, how much does he have left to prove?
Well, it's all about winning. We know Russ can take over a game. We know he can make his teammates better. How much better and how far they get in the playoffs, that's the real question.
Davis, and another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
And Westbrook gets it to go.
And boy, in a close game, it's nice to have him on your side. He's gone 7 of 9 here in the fourth to give them some life.
Brown dishes to Davis.
Right there.
And he drops it in from the low post. Davis has got 20.
And he has the chops for this, raising the intensity when it matters most.
Yeah, he's really calm in these situations. Simply takes his time in tight spots. You got to be patient, and he is playing to his strengths.
And it's the fearlessness of Westbrook. It's really refreshing to watch. When he's deep inside, he just goes right at you.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. George is checked in for Oklahoma City. Diallo comes in for Russell Westbrook. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Schroeder looking over the floor. Pass to Diallo. There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. And it's sent back by Plumlee. Brown outside. And Burke has it in the corner. Anthony against George. Brown the pass to Plumlee. Count that one.
A good score inside, and the defense really offering very little resistance.
Well, they don't have anybody to blame but themselves. Got to prevent them from getting good looks this late in the ball game. You got to come up with something.
Hammers the alley-oop through.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
Man, I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Now, that is cold-blooded.
Indeed it is. Love seeing him deliver when they need him most. No fear taking these shots. I love it.
Right at the free throw line. Here's Adams. Count it! And so here is New Orleans. Brown kicks to Davis. Great D that time from Dennis Schroeder. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
And because of Paul George's composure and even-keeled nature, his teammates have great trust in him in these situations.
Here's Davis. He feeds it to Plumlee. It's good! And now they trail by just 4.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Good work at the line to stretch that lead out a little bit. Now throws at the other end.
Seconds left in the game. Davis finds Plumlee. Outside, Davis. Off target from outside.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
You're exactly right. Patrolling the perimeter well. And didn't allow the shooter to get off a clean look. That's what you would call A+ defense.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're trailing by 8. 1 second left in the game. What's your take, guys?
And this is what happens when you dig yourself a hole.
So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it mattered most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Owen, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.